Do you ever see repeating numbers and then think, what in the world does that mean? Stick around because I'm gonna tell you. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda Dawn and I am here to help you manifest a life that you will absolutely love, because guess what? You deserve it. You watching this did not come here in this life to just work, pay bills, and then die. No, you actually came into this life to create and then experience what you've created, and through the experience of what you've created, you then evolve. And as you evolve, you help the universe to expand. So I am here to help you fulfill that divine purpose. If you really want to dive deep into your manifestation journey and get a little help along the way, I do offer personal manifestation coaching. So if you're interested, check out the details in the description box below. So today we are going to be talking about angel numbers, or number synchronicities. You know, those repeating numbers that you see on maybe receipts or on license plates, on the clock. I personally see them in all kinds of places. Billboards, receipts, price tags, labels. So you may be wondering, what do these repeating numbers mean? Do they have any kind of significance? Well, basically, angel numbers or repeating number synchronicities like 222, 333, 444, 555, 666, 777, 888, you know. They are pretty much manifestations in themselves. They are feedback telling you what reality you are currently aligned with. I get so many people asking me, oh, I saw this number, I saw 777, or I saw 222. What does that mean? What is it trying to tell me? Well, the thing with these numbers is that they only mean what you believe them to mean, what you interpret them to mean. Now, you can go and, like, if you see, let's say 444, you can go on Google and look up what does 444 mean. And what you find may actually help you. And if it does, that's great, that's perfect. If you read the meaning that you looked up online of the number and it makes a lot of sense to you and it helps you a lot, then please, that is what that number is for. That is what it means for you. Take it, run with it, as long as it's going to help you. But ultimately, number synchronicities and repeating numbers, they mean whatever we choose to make them mean. It's kind of like a little agreement with your higher self, or with your spirit guides if you resonate with that, or your angels if you resonate with that. So if you see a number and you want to know what it means, just know that the true meaning depends on you and your interpretation. So if every time, let's say for example, if every time you see the number 111 or 1111, you feel really positive and you feel really good, then for you, seeing 1111 or 1111 means that you are aligned with a positive reality. You are aligned with the reality that you desire. Something you can also do is, if you see a certain number repeated a lot, like let's say you're always seeing 333 and you've been seeing 333 for a very long time, next time you see that number, notice what you were just thinking about, or notice how you're feeling. Because let's say that you have found that every time you see the number 333, you're really upset, or you're in a really bad mood, or something really inconvenient has happened to you, or you've had a bad day, then perhaps the number 333 for you could just be feedback from your environment, feedback that you, hey, you are currently aligned with the reality that perhaps you don't prefer. Or perhaps for you, that number could simply just be a reminder of, hey, you're in a pretty bad mood right now, or you're thinking pretty negatively right now. Maybe you should change that. Maybe you should try to choose a better feeling thought. Now I am going to get into what I personally believe each repeating number sequence means to me, for myself, and in my reality. These meanings that I'm going to share are not the be-all, end-all. It does not have to be what the number means for you, or perhaps you really, really resonate with and enjoy the meanings that I have given these numbers and you want to use them for yourself. That's great also. But before I do want to caution you to try not to look for angel numbers too much. Try not to put too much importance on seeing them. Don't look for them to validate that that you're doing the right things and that you're actually manifesting whatever you want, or you're manifesting the reality that you want. Because when that happens and you start expecting the numbers and you start looking for the numbers and you don't see the numbers, then you might fall into the trap of, oh, I guess I'm not manifesting anymore. I guess I'm doing something wrong because I haven't seen a repeating number in a week. Don't do that. The numbers are not meant for that. The numbers are meant to give you feedback when you need the feedback. If you're not seeing any repeating numbers, then perhaps you just don't need any feedback. Then perhaps you're doing everything right, you're on the right track, and you just don't need the numbers. So my suggestion would be that if you see a repeating number, take whatever meaning resonates, or perhaps see it as like a check mark from your higher self that, hey, good job, you're doing good, you're on the right track, keep going, keep doing what you're doing, and then move forward with your life. Keep doing what you're doing, and just know that whatever it is that you want to bring into your life, whatever it is your deepest desire is, whatever it is that you're currently manifesting, it is already yours, and it is already coming to you, and there's nothing that you need to do besides allow it to come to you. Okay, so here are some common repeating numbers that you may see and what they mean for me in my reality. Okay, so first off, 111. For me, I see the number 111 or 1111 as the gateway to a new reality. So if you see the number 1111, it's an 11 and 11. Let's pretend each finger is a 1. It looks like a gate, right? It looks like a gate that you can open up. So to me, it's a gateway. It's a feedback saying that I am currently aligned with a new path, or I'm currently creating something new for myself. I'm currently like on a new cycle. I'm creating new circumstances for myself. I'm creating a new reality for myself. Like I'm at the beginning of a journey of manifesting something really wonderful for myself. When I see the number 222, to me, 222 symbolizes correspondence. So it is a message to me saying that I am currently aligned with whatever it is that I am wanting to manifest. That at that moment that I'm seeing that number, I am connected to what it is that I want to bring into my life. I'm aligned with it and it is coming in. So it is a reminder to stay focused and to stay in that alignment, to not waver. Whenever I see the number 333, it is a message that I'm growing on my spiritual path and that I'm expanding my consciousness. And I also take it as a message that perhaps I should spend more time developing my higher knowledge and learning more about spirituality and finding new ways to expand my mind and to develop spiritually. Because the number 333 is often commonly seen as like the number of the ascended masters. So when I think of ascended masters, I think of like Jesus and Buddha. So when I see that number, I think about aiming high for that level of enlightenment and learning more about the universe and about who I am as a spiritual being. The next one is my favorite one, 444. I see 444 all the time. When I see 444, it is a message, it is confirmation that I am highly protected and that I am highly guided. I believe in and resonate with the idea of spirit guides and angels. So when I see 444, it is confirmation from my spirit guides and angels that they are currently present and that they are actively guiding me and actively protecting me and actively helping me to stay on my highest timeline, to stay on my highest path. To me, 444 is like encouragement, saying, don't worry, everything's fine, we got you, just keep doing what you're doing, don't worry about a thing, don't get too concerned about what's going on in front of your eyes, what's going on in your current circumstances. Just know that you are headed for great things. Next is 555. Now, I do not see 555 a lot, but when I do see 555, to me, that is a little nudge saying, hey, you know that thing that you have been working on, or you know that thing, that goal that you want to achieve, or that thing that you want to create? Maybe it's time to actually start taking some action on that instead of just sitting around and like waiting for it to happen or just hoping it will happen. How about actually taking some inspired action and actually actively working on that goal? And I think the reason why I don't see 555 a lot is because I often have trouble not taking action. I am someone that feels like I have to always be busy. I feel like I have to always be doing something, I have to always be productive. So it's like the number 555 telling me, hey, you should take action, is just not something I need very often, because I'm pretty much like always taking action, probably taking too much action, and I should like lean back a little bit. The next number, oh, the dreaded 666. Y'all, it's not as scary as you think it is, okay? 666 is merely just a reminder to let you know that perhaps your thoughts are not exactly in the place that you want them to be. Perhaps you're not quite focused on the reality that you want to create. Or perhaps you're a little distracted by the circumstances that are going on in your 3D reality. So it is time to refocus. It is time to take some time to step back for a second and say, where has my mind been for the last day, week, month, year, whatever? What am I currently focusing on? What have I been focusing on the most? And is the thing that I'm focused on, is this thing that I'm putting my energy towards, is it something that I actually want to create more of in my life? Or do I not want it anymore? And then you have to make that decision. If you want to create more of it in your life, keep going down that path. Keep thinking those thoughts that you've been thinking when you see this number. If not, then when you see the number 666, just know, hey, let's pay attention to my thoughts. Oh, I'm thinking some negative thoughts. Okay, well, let's try to think some positive thoughts now. Okay, let's try to reverse that. But bottom line, the number means that you are too focused on the physical world. You are too focused on your physical 3D circumstances, okay? You're not getting the big picture. You know, the big picture that, hey, you are an infinite being and you can create anything you want in your reality because you are the universe experiencing itself, so why are you worried? The next number is 777. This one's quite simple. Whenever I see 777, it's just a little message saying, hey, you're in a very lucky energy right now. Right now is a very lucky time for you, so that little risk that you want to take, go ahead and take it because everything's going to be fine. Now for the number 888, to me that is a message saying that I need to focus a little more on abundance. Need to focus maybe a little more on my finances too, or maybe I'm currently in kind of like a lack mindset, and it's just a little nudge from the universe saying, hey, actually, you are a very, very abundant being because this is a very, very abundant universe. So start to align your thoughts with those of abundance. Start believing and feeling that you are already abundant because, hey, guess what? Just a reminder, 888, you are abundant. Now, 999 is a number that I used to see quite often. I don't really see it so much anymore because I think I'm starting to actually really get the hang of what this number has to teach me. And that is that it is time to surrender. If I see the number 999, that is symbolic of like the void state, the state where nothing seems to be happening, where there is nothing. It is just a blank state. It is also symbolic of surrendering, to not try to make anything, to just allow myself to be a blank canvas, to just allow the universe, God, my higher self, to create something really wonderful in my life. To not try to manipulate things to make that wonderful thing come into my life, but to simply just say, hey, my life is open, higher self, God, for whatever it is that you want to bring into it, because I know you're going to bring amazing, wonderful things that are aligned with my heart's desires, so have at it. I surrender. Go right ahead. Take the wheel. Now, this last number is a bonus number because I see it a lot, like a lot. This number for me is even more significant than the number 444. But I'm putting it as a bonus number because not a lot of people see this number. I don't think I have found anyone in my life that has seen this number as much as I have seen it. And that number is 144, 144. And for this number, I needed a prop, so here it is. So this is the flower of life. I'm sure you have seen this before. But what does this have to do with the number 144? Well, the flower of life here has 144 petals, you know, these little sections. Has 144 petals on it. So when I see the number 144, I think of the flower of life, and I think of how each of us is one of these flowers, I guess you can call it. Each of us is one whole being. Like, see this whole thing as one being. And each little petal inside is a different aspect, it's a different perspective. Maybe it's a different life, maybe it's a different timeline, maybe it's a different soul, but it's all still one being. So when I see the number 144, it is a message and a reminder that I am one whole being who has had many different experiences, who has had many different lifetimes, who has different aspects to myself. And it's also a message that I am connected always to my higher self. Like, one of these little petals on here could be my current life, but my current life isn't all there is. I am actually this one grand spiritual being, like we all are. So when I see 144, it's just a reminder to not take life too seriously, to not worry too much about things, to not worry too much about the past, and to know that I am an infinite being and that I am also a powerful being. And so are you. So I do truly intend that this video was helpful for you. If you often see repeating numbers, I would love for you to share in the comments which repeating numbers you see the most. And also, especially if you are someone who sees the number 144 a lot, I would really love to hear it in the comments, because like I said, I don't often meet people who see that number very often, but I see it all the time. And I don't even look for it. It just catches me off guard all the time. To me, it's just like a reminder that, like, guess what? This is just one life in many lives that you've had, so relax. And as always, I thank you so much for watching this video. I thank you so much for liking, so much for commenting, and I thank you so much for your precious attention. and I will see you in the next video. Bye!